Hiya, folks, it's Kosher Bacon here, and welcome back to Red Dead Revolver 3. Till.
Out of the damn way! It's awful convenient is all.
Oh, hey, friend. Remember me?
Hey, you look familiar.
Hey, Wallace. This here's the kind soul I was telling you about.
Oh, this guy.
The one that gave you the medicine when the snake got you.
Guess so.
Listen, friend, I know I can never repay you, but how about you head over to the gunsmith and pick out your choice of item
Ooh.
on my tab?
Oh,
well,
damn.
Thanks.
Yeah, seemed like the least I could do. With him being sent straight from the Almighty to save my life.
I saw this guy at the side of the road, and he was like, "Help, I've been bit by a snake," so I gave him a health care. I did some off-camera stuff.
Fella outside told me I could grab something on his tab. The one with the bite in his leg.
Ah, Norbert, huh? Well, he's good for it. About all he's good for between the two of us. Take a look around. Find something you like, I'll put it on his tab.
See, the funny thing is, like, I can't get the auto shotgun that I'd love to get here. The repeating shotgun, yeah. That's fine. We're not gonna buy ammunition. Upgraded bandolier. That's pretty good. An upgraded holster. Upgraded gun belt. Gun oil, of course, we're not getting. Those are pretty good items. So one of those could be good. The revolver, I don't see it, honestly. Especially because I already own most of these. This one was 150 bucks. Here's a pistol, but we can't even afford that. Yeah, okay. So we can't get the pistol. Most of the repeaters, we've already got a repeater. Rifle? Maybe there's something there. Could get a Springfield. That was $120. Those are pretty good. Revolt action, the rolling block, yeah. Most of the stuff is just locked, period, which is annoying. So honestly, I'm thinking an accessory. Now I am tempted to grab the most expensive item here, being the bandolier, which increases rifle, repeater, and shotgun ammo. The holster just slows degradation for all weapons. It's a pretty good investment. The gun belt, however, is pretty good. And the holster is not bad there either. I'm probably going to get this all, honestly. So, yeah.
Fine choice. I'll let him know. Bye now.
So, yeah, slowing degradation for items is pretty good. And increased capacity is good too. We're buying it. Good man. And we'll buy a thing of gun oil. Just to keep ourselves topped off. And we still got plenty of money. I'm not buying crazy with the guns, but that should keep us well and done. I don't know if I need to equip that or not.
I'll let the clerk know. Thanks again. Sure.
So I also did a bad thing. I did a bounty.
Sheriff. Morning.
Had to check down this woman. She was with a lover, and she's a Black Widow type of deal. There are no further bounties.
Me, mister. I'm still here.
Ah, there she is. Deputy. So it would appear that there aren't any new bounties for me to do here. Shame. See, I want to be careful here. I like this place. Let's see. Barber, general store. Anything I need? I need a horse brush. I want to brush my horse, but I can't find one for the life of me. I'll check in the general store one last time. Because I've been there before and just nothing. And then we'll go do a quest.
Got everything you need. Have a look. I can get you anything in there you need.
Alright, let me look at horse care, because this is clearly a horse care item. There's a bunch of tonics and stimulants, and that's it. There's no brush. Why is there no brush? My man, why? 50 cents for some arrows. And we're good.
Got what I need.
Pretty good on provisions and stuff, I think. Let's check. Yeah, all our cores are pretty good.
Thanks for your assistance.
Let's go mount on up.
What?
Good morning.
Hi, folks.
Let's take a look at the map. So here's Valentine. Pretty good place. I did a fair bit of exploring around. Didn't do any quests other than like a couple random encounters like that. Camp's up over here. Down over here. So I guess we'll go over to camp and yeah, just do something there. But yeah, for the most part I just went around exploring. I did a couple murders out in the wilderness, and it's so annoying. You'll find a random deserted road. There's a dude on his horse. Yeah, you talk to him maybe. He basically tells you to piss off. You shoot him, right? Headshot, from behind, never saw it coming. The horse may or may not freak out. Usually it does, but okay. Either he falls out of the saddle, you chase down the horse, calm it, get him off. You grab them. You lose, what's it called for that? Like, you lose karma for that, even though no one was around to see it, which is ridiculous, because that horse isn't telling anyone. And there's a white dot under here and a dead body. Something happened here. Blood spots.
Easy now.
Look on my works. Looks like we got ourselves a serial killer here. Pretty nasty. Oh my. Put that away. There's a note in this dude's mouth. Didn't realize. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to cut.
Ooh. Ah, you poor bastard.
One. There's more of these. Me. Could be home. Probably his lair where the next one is. Hard to say for sure. Alright. So yeah, there's some serial killer about. Well, more than one, honestly. So yeah, there I was, trying to randomly rob and kill people. And this random, lonely, abandoned road, people just kept coming by. It'd be like if I killed someone here, yeah? The road's mostly empty. Now, granted, we're pretty close to, what's it called over there, but, you know. And so this guy was here. Not here exactly, but you get the picture. I shoot and kill him, I rob him, and then someone shows up and starts poking around, so I have to shoot and kill them. And then 2 more people, and there must have been 20 people that decided that this stretch of road was the most important place to be at that time of day. It was surreal. Over by that count smoke that was over there, actually, there's this old man and building a house with his sons. I came by a couple times, said hi. Some bandits tried to shoot them out, and I saved them from the bandits. Like I said, pretty morally gray at points, but I will 100% rob and kill you if I'm bored. So I'm probably chaotic neutral in this regard. Maybe chaotic evil, actually. I'm just doing what I want.
Who's there? Man's coming in. Look who's back. Whoa, easy.
Alright, let's go take a look around camp. Camp funds are doing pretty good. Haven't earned any real money myself recently, after my very generous donation of $10 whole. I would love to brush you, but I can't. Your cores are looking pretty good. You don't need to be fed yet. Right here, I'll give you a pat.
You all right, boy?
Hey, Arthur.
Hey, Jose.
Jose?
You want to go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No, I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then. So you still ain't replaced Boadicea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me and was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you could buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him, let's get going.
Okay. But I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses, and the stables always have the best ones.
Well, I guess you're right.
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel, if I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature. Okay, see if you can get your leg over that brute.
Easy, big feller.
All right, let's head into town. No bar fights, please. I heard about that.
I'll do my best.
We're heading out. Might be gone a couple of days. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up and started right back drinking again.
That's pretty funny.
I miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spark, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back in our...
Oh, hold on, wait. I know where this is. Yeah, this is right there. I thought that was the next killer
I
thing, and
hope so.
that's the same one.
You found a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right.
Just wait for them to cool.
A couple of leads I'm looking into. Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right. There, boy. Yeah, okay, boy.
Morning there.
All right, boy. You're all right, boy.
Hello. Stables are just up ahead.
Beef, pork, venison, all right here, folks.
All right. Go sell that big brute. Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out with. Meet you back here in a bit.
Hey, how can I help you? I'm in the market for a new horse. Something strong and fast.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell?
I sure you.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look.
Alright, so the game's showing me how to do stuff. I like this. You will be paid the sale price. Oh, you can sell them for a decent amount of money. He's good, and he's got potential to be pretty good. Good speed, decent acceleration. Pretty heavy on the handling. I need good handling. I'm gonna sell. Dutch warm blood. Ooh, that guy is pretty good. That being said, you know, Shorty. His name's Shorty. Tack and services. Equipment. Can I buy a brush? Saddles? You can select what kind of saddle you want. Pre-purchase saddles. Well, what looks good on him? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oops, I didn't see the price on that. Oh. $42? Yeah, I ain't buying a new one. Saddle bags. I don't see the price. $40, okay. It's $40 for all these. Stirrups. Drain rate goes up. So there's different kinds of stirrups, it looks like. And those will improve your speed and acceleration. That's fine. Horns, unavailable. Blankets. Looks like it's just cosmetic. Bedroll. Alright. I'm not going to go through every option on camera here. Appearance, mane. Oh, you can customize your horse. Right. Tail. I'm not looking to drop a lot of money here. Nothing on the equipment, I guess, there. Services. Horse care package. Yields golden cores. Rename. He looks fine. I'd have rather taken my own horse. Horse provisions. Alright, different things there. Who sells horse brushes? Who do I gotta go to get that? Alright, everything else here is just stuff we've already got.
All right, partner. You got yourself a deal.
Pretty
And
small
a
one.
fine new horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that.
I'm just gonna go back to the starter horse, I think, until we get
Here
a really
are
good
your
stat.
papers. And on me, a new
Yes!
and some treats.
Appreciate it.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Not that much.
Okay, well, with some good care, you should be able to make something of it.
Oh, I see, I'm leaving him. 1 second.
Are you gonna mount that new horse of yours or not?
Alright, now I actually kind of want to brush him. There we go. Because if you'll notice, he's filthy.
You won't know till you get in the saddle.
Alright, let's get a study in on him. Study done.
Hop on up there, let's go.
Let's go feed him. Get that core up.
Come on, girl.
All right, let's get going.
Yeah,
We've got
pretty
quite a
small
ride ahead of
horse.
us.
Lead the way.
I'm just gonna sell him back and call him my
What's this
horse.
lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run, up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls. I- just hope I can remember how to get there.
Back into the mountains. I sure didn't figure on that.
I've hunted a
This
bear
time,
before.
We're doing the chasing.
Probably should have gotten
So
a bigger
how are
horse.
things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong.
Red Dead
He
Redemption
just
1
wants to put
reference.
it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
It's a tiny horse. I think calling him Shorty was probably the smartest choice. Look at him. He's so cute. Tiny. Should have kept the big guy, I think. Yeah, heavy handling, but strong.
Okay, I think we need to head right up here.
It's like Junior's first horse, seriously.
Yes, I remember this place. Moonstone Pond. We're going the right way.
Yeah, I might want to invest in eventually getting a better horse. I wonder if I could find one with random determination.
We made it. Let's loop around the other side.
Where do you think Mike and Lenny got to? Susan sent them out scouting, but I figure they'd be back by now.
I have no idea. I hope they weren't picked up.
Why she sent Micah, I don't know.
He's effective in his own way. Lenny's got a good head on his shoulders.
Well, shouldn't have taken them this long.
No, but no point thinking the worst. Look there. Rabbits. Maybe we should catch one to cook.
Sure. Try and shoot.
You don't...
Go!
Good job. Whoa! All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Well, then you get us set up.
That ain't how you skin it. Oh yeah, I know how to set up camp. I did have to figure that one out.
I'm famished.
Cook that rabbit, then. They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Fine by me.
Plain game with rabbit meat, which is what I got when I did it. And yeah, this is how you cook food. They're teaching me the basics of the game that I figured out on my own.
You want some of this?
No, I'm fine. I don't like eating this late.
Okay. After all that.
The game's giving me a tutorial, basically. Good for them, you know. We're gonna stow that. I believe we have another? Yeah, we got like 4 or 5 then, didn't we? Pretty good stuff. See, I figured out most of this just by experimentation with the deer and stuff, but this is pretty good. Yeah, this is the fun part of the game where it's like, hey, we get to do some basics. But it's pretty important for the experience, you know? Needing to eat, sleep, clean ourselves. That's... How much plain game did I get? Like, it would be nice if we could just skip through most of this without doing it every single step of the way, but it's important that we do part of it, at least, I think. You do not have enough ingredients.
All right. Well, we better get some rest. I want to be up at first light to find this monster.
He better be worth all this drama.
Drama? Bro, you're out camping for a day away from the camp you said you didn't want to be at, which granted you weren't even at for a long time. My goodness, my dude.
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out.
Ooh,
Bears
bait
like
tracking.
fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait, then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. Tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
I grew up in the
Potent predator bait.
mountains, Arthur. I was virtually weaned on bear meat.
Okay, I think I got this done.
Good. Pack up and we'll get going. Let's get after him.
So the brush was just a, hey, you had to
Let's
do
go.
stuff.
Let's go, girl. Easy, girl.
We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the life?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being around for a while, but well, things were looser back then.
Truth is, there's never really any getting out. And staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
Listen, if Dutch's grand plans work, and we can make enough money to go someplace new, really new, maybe we can all have a new start. Anyway,
I
for
doubt
now,
it.
let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's look by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks, dung, bones, any sign of him.
Well, there's some paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's him. Can you tell which way he went?
This way.
Did not grab my stuff off the horse. Might want to go back and do that. I'm sure game will let me. Oh, it's a legendary bear.
The tracks go into those trees.
This way. Where did the tracks go? There it is.
Wait a minute. Something on the ground here.
Half-eaten fish here. Must have been left by our friend, I reckon.
Come on, see if there's anything else. Something else on the ground, just here. There's
Dung.
here. Watch your step.
Looks real fresh. Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going. Damn it. Looks like the truck. Ben's here. We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work. Which you think?
Bait.
Let's bait here.
Fine by me. Let's leave the bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it. Now we wait.
£1,000, you say?
More or less. Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
So do you. I'm fine. Let's just take a look at that bait.
Sure.
You'd think that this dude who's grown up in the
Well, we
mountains
just
would
said it was
know
there.
I know, but we need to do this right.
we're gonna get jumped by a bear.
Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit. Easy. No, it's too close.
I did shoot it. Fight it, damn you, fight.
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you, I think. That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him where to find some real big animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You saved my life, Arthur. I think I'm going back to camp to lick my wounds. You coming, or you gonna track that monster? Well,
I'm gonna track it. Payback time.
I'm gonna stick around here for a while.
I'll see you back at camp. Yeah.
Might have to do it in the next episode. As soon as this cutscene's over, maybe. We'll see. Exit pursued by a bruised ego. That's funny. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna need something a little harder than that pistol. That shotgun, and that repeater there. Alright. Very good. Another set of wild carrots. Plenty of wild carrots here, actually. Alright. That's our trail. Yeah, let's try and pick it up, I guess.
Here we go. Yeah, still a ways.
Alright, let's go tracking. Oh, there's the next clue.
Okay, where are you?
There it is.
Hell back!
Ha! Take that. Take that, you son of a bitch. Now granted, I shot you full of so many holes, your pelt is probably worthless. That is not quite the full animation you get for skinning a bear pelt. Pretty sure we didn't need a pocket watch, but whatevs. We do need to restore health somewhat, at least. I need something that does health, man. Crackers, there we go. Alright. Of course, over here is that. we gotta head over to Valentine now to drop off this pelt. Preferably in the next episode. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, goodness, we're far out. Yep, thank you all for watching, I guess. I'll see you guys again in the next one. What is this, a stable? Okay. And these things here are where legendary beasts would be. Oh, Trapper, my bad. So we actually want to go there. To go turn in yonder pelts. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Till then, as always, take it easy.